Don't worry, before I leave, I'll just hand you like an external drive with all over the plot. Let's say you're gonna go if you're gonna be every hour.
Oh, I'm also putting this pirate fish in the bounty. Whoever wins this.
Let's go! Pirate fish. Let's go! Everybody should go anyway. We do. She's true. I love the way this place brands their stuff. They're wonderful. I love the pirate fish so much. They're gambling.
I want to make this commentary.
Alright.
You guys just down, it's fine. Okay. I just want to know the commentary too.
Alright. Can I angle this? I can also angle this then. Just
These sinners in our church are blaspheming against God.
It is blasphemy.
Having a money match to top off this tournament. We got Averycoolguylol versus Mr. Underscore Turtle.
I'm going into the airport. Yeah, I'm going in boot camp. Wait, this is not my last tournament. This is my last monthly one. I'm going on July 24th is when I'm going to fly out.
Yeah.
Good luck with that,
Just
man.
say, Mississippi is rough, but you'll get through it.
I know they're gonna.
It's also muggy as hell.
Is, right? You know where Gulfport is?
Absolutely.
It's like right next to Gulfport is where the tech school is.
You're gonna have some very pleasant beaches.
They're gonna be. Are they pleasant or are they trashy?
Honestly, they're pleasant. They like bring in white sand from Florida.
But you gotta keep
In
a
the
watch
south?
out for gators.
I've been to a beach in Texas and it was crap.
The Mississippi beaches are good. The Mississippi state is.
It's
I have bad things to say about the state of Mississippi.
Mississippi ranks 50th in like every single like statistic.
No, it doesn't. It ranks 49th. I would know because I was in the state that ranked 50th, Louisiana.
I think they like it like always switches between Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana.
Yeah,
It's like they're all like the same.
They're
I don't think it's actually
contesting.
going up because they've got like a ton of money being invested via football.
Their economy is friggin' football.
It's
That's
football.
Honestly, not a joke.
Number one
Blood.
export is entertainment.
And like good old crayfish.
You don't understand how much money that school has.
Just for football.
Right.
You know, like a party school or something, or
Like Mobile, yes. It's
or
good
no,
business
that's
now,
a different.
but
That's Mississippi University.
You guys are good to start whenever you want, by the way.
That's one thing that always rubs me the wrong way. Whenever like a school advertises something, like, yeah, we're a party school.
That's a bad sign. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
That means
Like,
they're
would
not
you send
paying-
your child to a party kindergarten, a party high school, party middle school? Although I would say a high school is a party middle school if you think about
at
it.
the end of the day, the whole point of college is to make connections. You can do that at a party school, but
Yep.
how useful are those connections going to be?
Or at like the blow table or something.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the right cage. And we got the money match. Averycoolguylol versus Mr. Turtle 09.
Don't forget his underscore. Very
Underscore.
Mr. Underscore Turtle.
Capital Turtle 09.
These guys.
And the
Oh,
spike with
we
the
are
nest
already
there.
30 seconds in with the stock going.
They're going for blood because there's money to be made here.
Even more than there already was.
Okay, a little bit of it. The scoop right now. A very cool guy has been venting to me about not having a lot of money the past few weeks. It's just like, I think this is his attempt. He needs it. I think he will be heartbroken as well if he loses it.
A perfect stage for a Pokemon Stadium. The green representing the dollars, and the red of the Pokeball, the blood.
The blood that will be shed if he doesn't win his $10.
I was going to say, this is like historically a place where lots of people go to get lots of money.
That's true.
Little kids making bank in those games.
Smash doesn't have that.
Watching Pokemon fight.
There's probably more money to be made in like competitive Pokemon, like by like 12 full.
Honestly,
that's
yeah, but then you have to play competitive Pokemon. That's its own can of worms.
Mm-hmm.
See, Smash, you have the ability to just go Goblin Brainless mode.
Yeah.
Pokemon, you can't do that. You have to think through every move.
You have
Yeah.
to like strategically
You have to
play
actually look at
chess
your opponent
and rock
understand
paper
what their goal is,
scissors.
and not just go with your goal and pray.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy who lives down in the AZ. He is like a passable, what is it? Magic the Gathering player. He's like passable, but he makes so much money from it, even though he's like.
Look, if you're in the right area and you have
Yeah.
no skill, you can still make lots of money because there are plenty of people who are worse.
That was me when I went to Fresno.
Yeah.
And Fresno simply. Oh, unfortunate. All right,
That is alright.
Just couldn't get the recovery.
don't worry. He still has 4 games left at
Oh, it's
minimum.
first to 5.
The
Oh,
first to 5.
interesting.
Yeah, they decided on him. I mean, unless they mulligan, and just or not, unless they change. Let's see, Zach's still in the chat. Good job, I guess. I don't think he knows that Mr. Turtle is doing the money magic. Fire Can is like Mr. Turtle's biggest supporter. It is. It's. I have Money Match, and then I have a very cool guy, and then Mr. Turtle, and then I have First to 5. I got it prepped.
They went to PS2 this time instead of PS1. Or were they PS1 last time?
Does it really matter? The only difference is like that one platform with Pikachu. Neither of them are Pikachu.
Hmm.
Recovering.
Oh yeah.
PS
Also the slants of the stat for PS.
slants are
Like
really
PS2
notorious.
is like slanted up, and then PS1's like not. Is that right?
PS2, like recovery, like down there, cuts people. PS1 cuts people way more, which is just why PS2.
I just know it was really funny watching someone pineapple on the PS2 underside
Did
as
you-
Snake.
Did you see like the Debuzz Rosalina clip on Lilac?
I did not.
Hold up.
This just sounds like it's gonna be entertaining. Like so few characters can actually pineapple on Lilac.
What does it mean a pineapple first
It's
time?
like when you get like stuck under a
So it's
stage.
called pineapple because the one stage that in Dreamland, it looks like a pineapple on the underside.
Oh yeah.
So many people would hit the underside and just die because of it in
Mhm.
melee.
Yeah.
So they just called it pineappling and turned stuck ever since.
That's the first time I've heard of that. I know they still call the cloud Randall, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do they allow Yoshi's
In melee, yeah.
Island for Ultimate, or is it because the Shy Guys, right? Even with items
Which
off.
one? Oh no, there's no Star Guys in that.
I know when you play the Yoshi's Island, the one with Randall,
Story or Island? I think it's Story.
or Story.
Story is allowed in some rule sets. It depends on how the TOs are feeling.
But like the
Sometimes
Shy
they're
Guys,
extra spooky.
yeah, still fly around even with no items. But I think they did that in Melee too.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people just ended up saying that doesn't matter enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Shy Guys is just a bit of hit lag. Versus, say, Yoshi's Island Brawl. A
Yeah.
stage that they thought about for exactly 2 seconds before remembering what Yoshi's Island Brawl was in Brawl.
Yeah, such a wonky little stage with the edges sloping down. The ghost.
Actual nightmare for Porto, unless you just memorize angles on that stage in particular.
Mr. Turtle is hanging on to dear life, although
I don't know, he's got plenty of lives over there.
well, yeah,
He's got life to spare.
he doesn't want to lose any of them. That's for sure.
He dies in like one hit.
Well, of course, I cursed
He
it.
dies to Ivysaur down. That's really sad.
Bro, that's
Why does Ivysaur down throw kill earlier? Game Watch down throw.
Game Watch doesn't need a kill throw. That's the difference. oh,
And the
Wow.
down air.
oh,
So far, we got down at 2-0 performance from Mr_Turtle09.
oh, Mr. Underscore.
Oh, I think you've been putting on.
Oh, this is wrong. Oops. Hi, Zach. Zach, you're gonna be happy to see these. Oh my god, stop posting turtles. I'll ban you.
Keep
This is
posting
not even my
more.
shirt.
He's repping the Desert Tortoise Preserve Committee.
The turtles are wonderful. I've yet to actually see one, but
I've finally seen one after like 6 months of working here in the wild. A tortoise. Well, I've been here 8 months. I saw my first wild one.
They're funny looking. I
The
love.
6th month in. I've seen 3 in the wild so far, and 2 captivity. I've got to hold. Got a few pictures of me holding them and such.
Love turtle.
turtles are just great.
Yeah.
I grew up around only turtles, no tortoises, so I have a very different experience with them. You just find them everywhere on logs, sitting out, waiting for tiny fish.
Yeah, here's me holding a baby. editor.
Oh, look at you.
Incredible.
This is a baby tortoise,
This is good.
and this is the big one that would come up to me. I don't know if it was the mom or dad, but then I held a bunch of snakes and such. This was an event in Redlands, California,
Oh, I like
and then I found this one on the side of the road to a parcel I was going
little
to.
sidewinder. Look at that.
Yeah,
Don't get bit by one.
yeah, those things.
Yeah.
Don't mess around. This kangaroo rat came out. A sonic boom of a jet spooked it from where it was, and I had to bring it over to where its other babies were. There's like a little baby kangaroo rat.
We were not paying attention. It is
Oh my goodness.
2 stocks turtle, 1 stock lobster already.
He's really been putting in the work, Mr. Turtle, with his...
The turtle has been on that training arc.
And it must hurt to beat up a turtle as Mr. Turtle, but...
But as soon as he switches to Ivysaur, everything is
Oh, and he went for the disrespect with the
Oh, come on. When you're up 2-0,
electricity.
you gotta go for some of the fun
He
stuff.
tried...
He still has 3 games to win.
Like, sure, he missed it. But what if he hit the flip?
That would have been sad.
the yeet smash
He would have
moment.
gotten them Twitch views for it.
The Twitch. Let's see that. Everyone's rooting for Mr. Turtle. Why are you rooting for me? Yes. There are so many turtles in the Midwest. My dad has, at his house, he has like a little pond, right? And there's just like,
Box
You go
turtles,
outside,
map turtles.
you go outside, there are turtles everywhere. There's turtles and frogs. I love frogs. Too. Frogs are awesome.
They're great. Yeah, there's even more in the south. Oh?
Oh,
Alright, we got one game
wait.
on the board for Avery.
wait, he won.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you trade cheesing.
Avery able to get a set
This is going to take several hours, folks.
thanks to the PA Thunder.
The anti-cheese the reversely needs.
Mr. Turtle better learn his lesson.
Or make it even more stylish.
You're gonna get money. Either way, you don't have to get used too.
Just imagine the world where he hits it.
That has been a bad day with Matthew. I clipped
Ooh, unfortunate.
I did down smash 5 and not to touch air dodge, and I down smashed again like I read the air dodge, and then I did 9 damage.
Yeah, I was playing like dog water too. I kept getting bodied. I think everyone knows how
You're
to
really close to the ball.
I think the problem is you just don't camp hard enough.
True, I have to just be an annoying little spastic speck is all Olimar. Because that's how he is in the games. He's just throwing.
His goal is to not be attacked and to make sure the Pikmin get where they belong.
Throw little guys. Just throw little guys at him until he takes 100%, and then by then you'll like naturally have like strong Pikmin.
Yeah, the
And
purple.
then you.
And then
Yeah.
you just get your blue ready, get your red ready, mix their flower, and either grab or kill.
Yep, throw my army of Teletubbies in the right directions to make sure it hits.
I love all of his little guys. I remember in Brawl, he used to have like
Good six, and he could snipe people with his recovery with the shade. I really wish they did that. Like, why isn't Alf an Echo? And Alf could have the rock Pikmin and the wing Pikmin, and so the rock Pikmin would function like purples, but the wing Pikmin, I figured,
I feel
to
like
balance
Olimar's
them,
one of those
they
characters.
have stronger aerials because they fly, and then everything else about them is weak, like
Or
white
maybe
Pikmin.
like make the aerials big because they like fly around.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
love
would
the
do.
idea, but I feel like Olimar's one of those characters who's just stuck in like the Rosalina and Luma camp, where they're never making any derivatives whatsoever.
Yeah,
of their
and they can't too, because I imagine there's also hardware limitations with the Switch and having 8
Like, they were
Olimars.
crying trying to add Ice Slam to the Wii U. Or no, the 3DS. They could add it to Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh yeah, because you can't have it. Well, there would have been an equal amount of Pikmin in Brawl as Ultimate because 6 times 4 and then 3 times.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind the Switch handheld mode, which I don't know exactly.
I don't know if the Switch or in dock mode is what's better.
Yeah, handheld and dock, it's the same. The only thing is that resources aren't being spent casting to the screen. So I don't know how much of a performance increase it is when you play dock. Ooh,
Oh.
he died. He killed himself.
No, he made it back.
Lupter made it back.
This is going way differently than before.
Now it's Avery who's...
Avery is tuning in,
People were hounding me to play Dead by Daylight tonight. Why are you doing this to me?
releasing his inner lobster. The lobster man is coming out, that he is. Trying to blow through the fog of the fires this little hot topic nest keeps throwing at him.
He's monologuing.
Put
a rabbit.
a rabbit amongst the tortoises.
It's an omen. That sounds like a Native American omen.
The rabbit learned his lesson.
Yeah.
It's time to hide the turtles.
For the white rabbit at night amongst the tortoises.
You know something's about to go down when you see a white rabbit among a horde of tortoises.
Yes, sir. The tortoise and the hare.
Just make sure you eat
They're
some
coming
around
for
to sit around and tell these fables. Or give long-winded lessons afterwards.
I could tell ye now of my first meeting with Poseidon. He was an asshole. What happened right there? The jankness of the flying.
Look, sometimes in this
Dutchman.
game, you just gotta accept it don't make sense. Get?
Avery
Oh,
really
he's
going out, overextending for that.
Look, he had to stop.
I
He
want-
knew what he was doing.
I wonder if mermaids like follow different religions. Like, do you worship Poseidon or do you worship like King Neptune?
Yeah.
Or maybe
Like
like
the region, like the
Or like-
off the coast of Greece.
How do they, like the mermaids versus the maid mers, where it's like the top half is fish? And does that happen? And the bottom half
reverse
is human
mermaid.
legs.
If you live in California, you believe in Aquaman. Tutu.
Oh, so too.
Reverse 3-0.
Let's look at where you live in California.
First
Like, living out here, I don't know if you believe in the sea at all.
It's a spook.
I haven't seen pools of liquid in so
They keep
long.
telling me there's a Pacific Ocean,
They
and I
tell
don't know
me
which one they're talking about.
the Kern River.
They speak of lands where water exists, where it flows freely. I don't buy it.
I caught little crawdad in the Kern River, which is like 50 miles away, so it's close.
Oh, little Yabai.
I'm gonna look for him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it was like that in Colorado. I just got back from there. I went to the Red Rock Amphitheater for a concert, and that place can't make up its mind what biome it wants to be. It's like all these like conifer pine trees, and mountains, but between the valleys where there's this like rumbling water, there's just like random red rocks with like cactus on it. It's like,
And if
make
you,
a decision.
if you go too far east, it's just flat.
Yep.
It's like canvas.
Enter the endless plains.
So thankfully I drove through the Rockies when I came here for this job in Ridgecrest, because I can't imagine going the other way from Colorado into Kansas.
Yeah, that's why I did the easy way and just drove under the Rockies.
We had a bet when we went through Kansas if every town we had would have a stoplight or not. And any time it did, I would freak out like, what the hell is this? I didn't vote for this. I didn't want no damn stoplight on our one
Stoplights are
podunk town.
Stoplights are cheering me. So are seatbelts and so
You don't
are
understand. That's how they make all of their income.
so are speed limits. Speed limits are also cheering me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Drivers like
Those
too.
fascists bringing their stoplights into our small town.
Road
I can't
safety?
believe it.
Why?
It's a
You don't get it?
spook.
Yeah. It's literally 1984.
It's 1984 mixed with Brave New World.
Now, if you're driving across
Harrison
the country,
Bergeron.
if you're driving across the country, you don't want to go through the Rockies, or at least the Colorado part. Driving through New Mexico is just so much like easier and safe. So,
Look, I-10, it has problems, but over there, it's a pretty good road.
yeah. And there was this one time we were driving to Michigan from San Diego, right? So we went through Colorado instead of New Mexico, like Colorado, Wyoming, whatever. We went through a blizzard and there was a tornado.
Oh my
And then the time after we
Up Blizzado.
yeah, right. And then we went to it's weird, right? You wouldn't expect that those two like weather events to like happen
combine.
in the same time of the year. But and then on the next time we drove up to Michigan, it was just we went through New Mexico, Arizona, it's just empty road. Boring, but actually Arizona's really pretty and stuff.
Arizona has some wonderful towns.
Yeah,
Just don't go to
Arizona's
Phoenix.
gorgeous.
Phoenix is suffering.
Phoenix is a suburb that just has millions of people.
It's like the entire South.
But Phoenix is so huge. I didn't even realize it until we drove through it. Phoenix is gigantic. The entire like
Well, it's because everyone wants to live in Phoenix. They gotta build more houses for the fastest growing town in the U.S. or something.
Is it Kansas? Vegas is also really tough. Why are people going? Why are people moving to the
Why are
desert?
people voluntarily?
Yeah, I
No.
can't believe
Well,
that.
I understand Vegas because it's so far inland that like nothing's gonna touch it.
Yeah, where are
I
you?
know a lot of people are scared of like, oh, the coast is rapidly encroaching on Miami. I need to get away.
Let's go to Kansas.
Why would you ever go to Kansas if there's nothing? You can find a farm.
There's
Maybe
like
a
the Wizard
How
of
about
Oz.
that farm?
Yeah, it really just felt like it was randomly generated Kansas. It was just fast foods and farm as far as the eye could see, with the occasional, even the
All right,
things
so-
like the biggest ball of yarn and such. I saw all of that. I went through it, and it was so weird because they also have all these like Bible verses put on it, which was super holy and stuff. But to me, the biggest ball of or biggest thing, I don't count it unless you can use it. Like the world's biggest mailbox, it's just like a big thing you could go into, and I guess you could stick mail in there. And the world's biggest pencil did have lead that when I touched it, it did.
The state's income is just tourist attraction.
It's just like big things.
All farming.
It's tourists and freaking corn.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, acre. Alright, so I've got good news. You never need to go to Oklahoma. You've already seen the entire state by going through Kansas.
I've gone there a few times. My brother graduated from OSU.
I've been to through Oklahoma flat.
Yeah, I've got
be a
family that, you're doing first 5, right?
Reverse 3 out.
You doing?
Yeah.
You doing first 5 or best 5?
2 more?
Okay. Okay. Glad to understand.
Oklahoma,
Yeah, I have-
same as Kansas, except emptier.
Yeah,
the only
Oklahoma.
people who live in Kansas live in like, what is it?
In the Wizard of Oz village.
The only people who live in Oklahoma, they all live in OK City.
I've got family that lives in the Texas-Oklahoma border on the Panhandle. It's just farms. There's only farms.
They
You
live.
don't understand.
No one lives. It's empty. It's so empty.
It's not empty.
There
There
are,
are
like-
4 people who own gigantic farms.
My brother
There are-
drove through it. It's supposed to be indigenous land, right?
No,
Not the Panhandle,
not Panhandle. Panhandle is entirely farms. It's just a continuation of Texas.
right? It was originally meant no one was allowed to settle
Supposed to
there.
be, and then they realized, wait, no, this is great farmland. We can use this.
Great God.
And then the state became the state of Oklahoma.
Okay,
Oklahoma has such a complicated history.
Our South has a really complicated history.
The Oklahoma, especially because there used to be Indian territory, and there's a
Yep.
whole like set of not good things happening there.
It was the Indian territory, and then they were evicted from Oklahoma to Arizona.
Imagine being sent to this. That's
And a lot of people are. It's the job economy these days.
There's, I don't want to think about it, but there is a really bad joke that can be made, like comparing job opportunities to like your location. That's bad.
The Flare Blitz gets the nest. I like to call this nest the Hot Topic nest because it really does
What
look
does
like.
that mean?
Well, you've never been to a Hot Topic before, right?
I don't know. I haven't.
It's like the first ever like.
I live in Ridgecrest.
It's like baby's introduction to like emo and goth clothes. There's all of these like
Well, it's like emo and bands.
Yeah.
As well as a bunch of random.
Invader Zim merch. All of the
chains and stuff.
quirky art girls
and
go
all
to
your
it.
funny little anime shirts.
I call
Wait,
it
no, that's box money.
the-
Hatsune
all-
Miku.
Hot Topic nest because it really does look like he just went into
No.
Oh no.
a Hot Topic
Oh no.
and got all
that
of
is
that.
a momentum shifter right there.
The purple hat, the Mr. Saturn shirt, and
That is
setting
a
him
lot
on
of plant
fire.
levels of projectile damage right there. I'm disgusted by Piranha Plant's Poison Cloud. Like, if you know how to use it right,
You like-
that move is just, oh, you're at 100 now.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's a chargeable side beam.
It's just like Yoshi down. Yoshi down is like 40 damage.
Honestly, yeah.
Crime.
Yoshi down here gets a prime. But then again, so is like most of Yoshi's kit.
Super armor on the double jump.
The fact that he has that nair with the super armor out of double jump, or he can just egg drop an air.
I'm really surprised he didn't get a tether recovery of all characters.
Ness?
No,
No, you don't want to see
Yoshi
Sorry, I
with
was
his
not paying
toe.
attention.
No, if anyone were to get a tongue tether recovery, it would be Greninja.
That's true. That's real. He's neck bound.
Well, there's a few Yoshi games he uses the tongue to climb.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah,
weird.
those are cursed
How do you
pictures.
think he uses Lick in the Pokemon games?
He just runs up to you and he spins around.
little ninja spin.
Oh, these PK Thunders are
Just,
blown. Oh,
does that kill?
and he nips him with the yo-yo. It's
Ooh, wow.
3-3.
This is. It's gonna be game 10. I wanna go home.
All night.
Oh, oops.
44.
I marked the wrong one. It's 3-3. It's not 44-2. I wish.
Done.
Yeah,
Just
go
mark
home.
all of the matches and go.
I wanna
We
go
see
home.
the future. And it ends at ES o'clock.
Minimum, maximum only 4.
2 more games.
Maximum 3. Because one can win and one can win again. Yeah, maximum 3, minimum 2.
Going to
So they're not
small
making
battle.
this easy. I just want to. I want to play Super.
Managed to find a way to do the impossible and tie.
Right. And they don't do it now.
So go through with the exact same percent, seeing the sudden death.
That means he's afraid, by the way.
Sudden death.
The fact that he said that means he's scared he's gonna lose. No, he's no more turtle posting Zach. On the 24th. No, it's my last monthly one. I'm gonna go to
The
the.
last big tournament.
Yeah, it's the last no more money's on the one.
You'll still be here for the other one.
Yeah. I think the next 2 tournaments are gonna be on Fridays.
I love how Ivysaur has full-on voice acting in this game.
Yeah, he sounds like a really angry old Japanese man. He's like, "Money! Whoa!"
They could have given. They,
He's like, "Money!
they,
Oh!"
they could not have given Game & Watch voice on. It's like, come on.
No.
I'm really
You don't
bummed they
wanna-
don't give Olimar a voice. He's
You
got
don't
like a
understand
really deep
how bad
one.
Game Watch's vocabulary is. They won't let you hear that
Yeah,
stuff.
because he's censored. It's all
Oh
beeping.
god, he's a very vulgar. He's a sailor.
He's just profanity. Yes,
The
he
old
is.
sailor.
Not just imagine Omar has like a shy guy voice.
He does have a pretty deep voice in the games. They actually did give him a voice, and it's really deep. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's really weird.
Like, he's one of the corporate workers, you know? They're just average, ordinary people.
Yeah,
He's got deep voices.
he's a truck driver in space. That's
That's just a really sad job. You
And
get
he
all of this
crashed
space to
again.
explore, and you just have to truck drive for colonies.
He crashed
you okay?
again in Pikmin 4, and it's like, bro, like the first time, okay, I see. Second time,
He's
oh,
just a really bad
third,
pilot.
he's crashed on this planet 5 times now. He needs his license taken away, and it looks like he's being like possessed by sub-parasitic Pikmin,
Oh, would you
which
look
is
at
a
that?
horrible
He
way to go.
Trash.
Yeah, I think
It's
he's
a
just making
conspiracy.
excuses because
I think he's just.
he has all of these biology notes.
See
See ya. I think he's making excuses now because he's just like, I hate this truck company. I want to go do a bunch of notes. I just wish for a Pikmin game that you have him as like a mentor. Like he's just like sets up his own tourism bureau on the planet, and he's like giving people tours, and he's like telling people about it because for him to crash like 5 times,
He must be very lucky that
he's
not
just
like,
built different, I
How
guess.
do you survive that?
What even are his employers?
Right.
In the down
You know,
air.
it always sounds bad if you call them like truck driver. I prefer to call them merchants. That's what I call. That's what my
Or
uncle-
freight driver.
My uncle doesn't let me call him a truck driver.
Oh,
He has to
I
copy-
prefer the term middleman myself.
Good middleman. That sounds like that sounds like you're distributing drugs if you call yourself.
Yeah, middlemen, I reserve that for people and professions that I don't really respect. Like, some, like, middleman manager who's just, like, you sign all the paperwork and they come up to you, it's like, sorry, you forgot this little flyer here. My hands are tied. You can't ride on the roller coaster. I know. I hate people like that. Like, middlemen that just are in the
Sometimes
middle
I feel like-
between you doing something fun. They're just like paperwork, or they're just like, oh, I need to see this, that, and the other, and
Boo-hoo, show me your paperwork. I don't care.
they're still trying to be your friend. They're like, You know, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. But I'm gonna have to, like, punch you in the face. I know, this sucks.
So on another note,
It's like, just like be an asshole if you get a job like that.
Bus driver when I was going down to Isabella. He showed up to the bus stop at the time, and he said, "Sorry, I cannot pick you up until I go to Saragossa and back." Even though he had the bus and it was all like loaded up. So I was like sitting outside, out front at Walmart with no benches for like 40 minutes.
okay, I'm loving these drag down up airs, Turtle.
Yeah, it's a very easy.
It's so fun to watch.
And Zach with another post with a rat, chicken, and a squirrel. And a mouse with the tortoises. But yeah, these drag down up airs.
He doesn't have one of those. He just has the best up there in the game.
Game Watch is like top 2. Watch up there is crazy.
Game War up air does go crazy.
Rob's is pretty good too, if you can consistently chain that, which was my strategy.
It's great when you combo into a Thruster's hit.
Or like down throw from it. Yeah. That.
He is. Wow, okay.
Was holding on.
Ivysaur has some weight in this game. He is officially
Yeah,
the worst
I really
Pokemon now.
Like what they did with Ivysaur's voice, but it's such a shame what they did to the original Pokemon trainer's voice. He went from like sounding like, "Oh, I'm gonna win, I'm in this." He's like, "Go, Charizard!"
Come on, Squirtle!
I see why everyone chooses the girl trainer, because her voice is so much nicer. It's like, "Charizard!"
And why couldn't we have gotten? Or
I
like
don't know.
Misty or Brock. That
Yeah.
would have been cool. I want to play as Brock.
You know how much those IPs cost?
For
It's like the most profitable anime known to man.
his taunt.
Yeah, I
Why
heard
don't we
they're
turn this
taking
Brock
Ash out of it now.
Ash is literally like the second he won the Pokemon Championship, just aged 50 years.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's
how long has it been?
Has no goals anymore. He's just done.
He's just like tweaked out.
Pirate's Cave supposed to be carbonated.
I
Is that
carbonated it on the way here. I put in a
The
few
soda
bubbles.
That. Wow. Okay. I'm shocked at how easily that air kills.
Oh. Trying to use an electric type move on a grass type and a fire type. It's super effective.
And where's my roll damage?
Oh.
Where they just randomly made Ivysaur take more damage to fire for no reason.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I think they still have that in this game, where Charizard is one of the few characters in this game
That can literally
that
drown.
they take damage when they're in the water. I think it's Sonic,
Sonic
Charizard,
Charizard.
Incineroar, and Inkling.
Yep.
Because it's more accurate to their
Oh,
character. And the back throw.
And that is
Mr. Turtle.
Mr. Turtle making
Take the
money
moolah.
today.
Okay, he's leaving. Bye.
You know,